And happy Sabbath, everyone. Welcome to Word Redeux number 117. Howdy, Landon.
What's up?
Hello, all you fine people in chat. For some reason, that's not doing anything over there on YouTube. He's not doing nothing over there. Okay, anyways. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Where'd that guy go? I got to do it over there. So, how was your week, man?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of busy. It's hot. It's extremely hot. I will say that.
Yeah, it's been a bit warm. It has been a bit warm here as well. And that, look at, we got people rolling in, man. Imagine that. It's almost like some people want to read the Bible. All right, speaking of Bible, today we are continuing on in the book of Ruth with chapter 3, and then we're going to finish it out with chapter 4. Not one of the longest books. Don't forget, if you want to come out of Babylon, go to c2kreport.com. Got Bible study tools, Bible Hub, eSword, Blue Letter Bible, and King James Bible Online. If you want to really get into it, which you do, trust me, you do. It's the way it works. So, anything we need to address today? Okay.
See, that's like do you know why I pulled you over? I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pray in then. Get rolling. Heavenly Father, thank you very much for bringing us together today so that we can study in your word and then fellowship and discuss the message that you have for us today. We would ask for you to pour out your spirit on everybody that is here now and in the future. Give them your spirit of discernment and wisdom and knowledge so that we can understand what it is you need to have us know in this particular day and age. We ask for your healing on those that are suffering illness right now, and we want to praise you for those who have received an answer to healing, to get their illness healed, that is. And, well, as we all go out, just let us have a good testimony to plant seeds and give to people as we go out and about, that the kingdom will be grown. Thank you, Father. Bless you in Jesus Yeshua's name. Amen. All righty. Let's see here. How's this thing work again? Let's try that. Huh? Oh, no. That's the wrong button. There we go. That's even better. Okay. So we're going to get rolling on this, which would be Ruth, chapter 3. Okay. Then Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, My daughter, shall I not seek rest for thee, that it may be well with thee? And now is not Boaz of our kindred, with whose maidens thou wast? Behold, he winnoweth barley tonight in the threshing floor. Wash thyself therefore, and anoint thee, and put thy raiment upon thee, and get thee down to the floor. But make not thyself known unto the man, until he shall have done eating and drinking. And it shall be, when he lieth down, that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie, and thou shalt go in, and uncover his feet, and lay thee down, and he will tell thee what thou shalt do. And he said unto her, and she said unto her, All that thou sayest unto me I will do. And she went down unto the floor, and did according to all that her mother-in-law bade her. And when Boaz had eaten and drunk, and his heart was merry, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of the corn. And she came softly, and uncovered his feet, and laid her down. And it came to pass at midnight that the man was afraid, and turned himself, and behold, a woman lay at his feet. And he said, Who art thou? And she answered, I am Ruth, thine handmaid. Spread therefore thy skirt over thine handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman. And he said, Blessed be thou of the Lord, my daughter, for thou hast showed more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning, inasmuch as thou followedst not young men, whether poor or rich. And now, my daughter, fear not. I will do to thee all that thou requirest, for all the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman. And now it is true that I am thy near kinsman. Howbeit, there is a kinsman nearer than I. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that, if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman's part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee, as the Lord liveth. Lie down until morning. And she lay at his feet until morning. And she rose up before one could know another. And he said, Let it not be known that a woman came into the floor. Also he said, Bring the veil that thou hast upon thee, and hold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley and laid it on her. And she went into the city. And when she came to her mother-in-law, she said, Who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. And she said, These 6 measures of barley gave he me, for he said to me, Go not empty unto thy mother-in-law. Then she said, Sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall. For the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day. That Ruth chapter 4. Then went Boaz up to the gate and sat him down there, and behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spake came by, unto whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. And he took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, Sit ye down here. And they sat down.
Then he said to the Redeemer, Naomi, who has come back from the country of Moab, is selling the parcel of land that belonged to our relative Elimelech. So I thought I would tell you of it and say, Buy it in the presence of those sitting here and in the presence of the elders of my people. If you will redeem it, redeem it. But if you will not, tell me, that I may know, for there is no one besides you to redeem it, and I come after you. And he said, I will redeem it. Then Boaz said, The day you buy the field from the hand of Naomi, you also acquire Ruth, the Moabite, the widow of the dead, in order to perpetrate the name of the dead in his inheritance. Then the Redeemer said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I impair my own inheritance. Take my right of redemption yourself, for I cannot redeem it. Now this was the custom in former times in Israel concerning redeeming and exchanging. To confirm a transaction, the one drew off his sandal and gave it to the other. And this was the manner of attesting in Israel. So when the Redeemer said to Boaz, Buy it for yourself, he drew off his sandal. Then Boaz said to the elders and all the people, You are witnesses this day that I have bought from the land of Naomi and all that belonged to Elimelech and all that belonged to Shalon and to Molon. Also Ruth the Moabite, the widow of Molon, I have bought to be my wife, to perpetuate the name of the dead in his inheritance, that the name of the dead may not be cut off from among his brothers and from the gate of his native place. You are witnesses this day. Then all the people who were at the gate and the elders said, We are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your house like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the house of Israel. May you act worthily in Ephrathah and be renowned in Bethlehem. And may your house be like the house of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah, because of the offspring that the Lord will give you by this young woman. So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. And he went into her, and the Lord gave her conception, and she bore a son. Then the women said to Naomi, Blessed be the Lord, who has not left you this day without a redeemer. And may his name be renowned in Israel. He shall be to you a restorer of life and a nourisher of your old age. For your daughter-in-law, who loves you, who is more to you than 7 sons, has given birth to him. Then Naomi took the child and laid him on her lap and became his nurse. And the women of the neighborhood gave him a name, saying, "A son has been born to Naomi." They named him Obed. He was the father of Jesse, the father of David. Now these are the generations of Perez. Perez fathered Hezron. Hezron fathered Ram. Ram fathered Aminadab. Aminadab fathered Nahshon. Nahshon fathered Salmon. And Solomon fathered Boaz. Boaz fathered Obed. Obed fathered Jesse. And Jesse fathered David.
Well,
Now I see why this is important.
yeah. Okay, let's go back to chapter 3. Now remember, chapter 3, Boaz is still ruthless. Nothing? Okay.
They should have never did away with those hooks. Stage hooks.
Yep. So, yep. So this is very interesting because in 3, basically, she's saying, hey, well, Naomi tells her to say, hey, you're my near kinsman. You got to redeem me because Elimelech didn't have any children. And he's like, well, okay, but we got to do this right. So this is a rather quick summary of 3, right? That
Sorry, go ahead.
we have to see if he's willing to redeem you first. So anyways, you were going to say?
I was picturing it as you were reading it. So one dude sleeping on the threshing floor, right? So there's like, okay, interesting. So she goes and lays down by his feet, and then whenever he startles to wake up, she's like, "Hey, give me some covers," right? Is that basically what? Or did I read that? Did I misunderstand that?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. It's just yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just trying to understand the custom of it. I mean, I guess she's trying to snuggle up next to him.
Yep. Snuggles up to his feet after she uncovers his feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is quite interesting.
And okay, never mind. I thought it was a different dude. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
He's like, you smell like corn. You know?
Right. Your feet smell like Doritos. All right, let's go over to chapter 4. And he goes up to the city gate and waits for the more near kinsman to come by. And then he grabs him, says, hey, sit down. Then he grabs 10 witnesses. So right at the mouth of at least 2 or 3 witnesses, you got to get stuff done. So he goes for 10. So they're not going to be making any mistake in that. Now this is interesting because he says, hey, you're a near kinsman to Naomi and Elimelech, and you have to redeem her field. You got to buy this field from her. He's like, heck yeah, I'll buy that field. Then he says, and don't forget, you have to redeem his wife, Ruth, too. And see, I think if they were filming that today, like if you were going to make a film about that, they're going to show that guy go, and he's going to be flashing back to getting home and telling his wife, hey, look who's coming to live with us. It's Ruth. We're just going to make sure that she gets an heir for Elimelech. And then the guy thinks about that, and then he's like, on second thought, I cannot redeem that field. You can redeem the field.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part. Why he didn't have enough money, sandals? I don't. What?
I think because as soon as he mentioned he had to take his wife also, he had to take Ruth,
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
right? Then he pictured his own wife and was like, I'm not going to go live in the field that with to get away from this contentious woman. That so that's what I think happened. I could be wrong, but we know though from the way the tradition is borne out in this, right? As soon as Boaz is able to redeem Ruth, then his cousin there was shoeless.
Right.
So he went from being ruthless to his cousin being shoeless. And it's the way it is. He plucked off his shoe and gave it to his neighbor. Whose shoe you carrying there?
How many deals you got to make before they just got a pile of sandals at the house?
I don't know. And then what was it customary? Just one shoe, or was it both?
Sounds like one. But
And then what we don't have is we don't know if later, because Boaz made all these deals, whether or not he opened up Buster Boaz or Boaz Brown used shoes. We don't
isn't
know.
that there was another custom? Wasn't it? When someone breaks an oath, oh no, they take their sandal from them and slap them upside the head.
I think that's current tradition, isn't it?
I don't know.
Wait, are you thinking of La Chancla?
No. It's in the Bible. I just don't remember where. But there's, and it's an Old Testament thing. But well, hang on, since I got ChatGPT open anyway.
Yeah, it's contractual, Jim says. Think about God's promise of where all the place your feet tread will be yours.
That's
So, everybody's happy. Boaz took Ruth. She was his wife. He went in under her. Yah gave her conception. She bare a son. And they called his name Obed. So this is 3 generations before King David, before David.
I have the answer, but it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay. So this is rather fascinating. So here's my question. It's too bad Jim's not actually in here, but why shouldn't Obed be listed as the son of Elimelech? Right? Because that's the whole reason he had to go with Ruth, so that Elimelech had an heir to that property. I mean, does that make sense?
Right? I don't know. Yeah.
Unless they're doing it genealogically wise. Genealogically. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
Legal hierarchy. Interesting. Unless it has to be done, listed, the hierarchy has to be listed through the living, kind of like the opposite of the way the system currently works.
Corpus.
Right. Corpus Christi. Which actually, that was yesterday or the day before, wasn't it?
I don't know
Some type of of Catholic feast. Yep, that's correct. It was barley harvest. It was barley harvest. So look at how close we are. Jesse begat David. And then we really get into it. We want a king. Give us a king to rule over us. You think it's bad, everybody doing what's right in their own eyes? Just wait till you have a king. A man king, that is. So this is a very short study. Next week we start 1 Samuel, which is followed by 2 Samuel. That.
There's two of them.
Yes, there is. But in the old ways, there's only one. The book of Samuel. The book of Kings, the book of Chronicles. Okay. So what else do we need to discuss here, eh?
And just in case y'all were interested, since we're done with that, the story or the verse I was referring to is Deuteronomy 25:7-10. Then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders and loose his shoe off his foot and spit in his face, and shall answer, saying, so shall it be done unto a man that will not build up his brother's house. This is someone who refuses. And his name shall be called in Israel the house of him that hath his shoe loosed. So I guess it kind of relates. I mean,
But it does kind of relate.
He wasn't his brother, but you know, gotta produce those heirs.
Si, senor.
You lose your shoe either way, bro.
Okay. So don't forget, everybody. New classes starting, I think, in 2 Mondays. 1 or 2 Mondays. Go there. Learn how to come out of Babylon. And then, if you know, you know. Arizona meeting tomorrow. If you don't know, take the classes on Mondays. Take the free classes on Mondays. Okay, so that. Everybody, I would encourage you to pray as Jesus, Yeshua told us, to escape what is coming. And by all means, get out of there. Get out of it. You're told to get out of it for a reason. Get out of it. Okay, got anything else, Landon?
No, sir.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
No,
yeah.
No. You get.
Okay. Well, while he's thinking about that, we're going to say don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell thingy, and then you guys have a great day of rest. Love you all. Bye. Bye.